So Breckenridge has got terrain for like everybody. It's
Yes.
pretty even split for beginners and intermediates, and then there's some really good expert skiing there as well. Let's spend a minute talking about beginners and intermediates because you can really ski a lot of this mountain if you're an intermediate. You know,
Yes.
beginners don't stay beginners very long. You take a few runs and just
Right.
go. So, where's a good place for intermediates to go? You know, you said jump off at peak seven or even peak nine, or it's pretty much anywhere down at the base layer.
We have Peak Nine, the Mercury chair, and the Beaver Run chair. That services a lot of intermediate terrain. And if you get ballsy, you can go over to Peak 10. They got a lot of really good groomers over there. And if you go off the south side, they got really long bump runs. But if you get off at Peak 7, the Independence chair is just an intermediate delight. Now, for beginners, Peak 8 has very little beginning terrain. They have Trigbies basically on that side of the mountain. But Peak 9 probably has the most beginner terrain.
And that's got some good places to go on. It's got good long wide runs.
Yes. And, fairly gentle terrain.
Yeah, it is. If you wanted to, even experts can take some warm ups there and just rip some runs.
You can.
I've done that first thing in the morning, and it works out pretty well.
And Peak 10 is good for that too, because they groom Centennial. What's the other ones? Cimarron. There's some really great long cruises there.
There's a Peak 10. I love skiing Peak 10. You can just do laps on that one, but that's for more. I always think of that as more advanced.
It is, but
absolutely,
yeah.
Even the groomers there. I mean, it used to be a World Cup downhill course on Cimarron there.
It's GSs.
World Cup GS.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. I never knew that they ran a World Cup up there.
Back in the late 80s or 90s.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a great set of runs.
Mark Giardelli, Tomba, those types showed up to race. It was really exciting.
God, I thought they only went to Vale and Aspen back then. Damn.
Yeah, well, that's where they're going now. And Copper.
And Copper. Yeah, they're all in Copper now, skiing some pretty narrow stuff. What I call the white ribbon of death.
Yeah, a lot of people call it that, and let's not call it that. Let's call it the white ribbon of joy, okay? Because it's early season skiing, but we are skiing. You look around the other parts of the country, there's not too many lifts turning right now.
No, it's still early. We're recording this in the middle of November.
Yeah.
And I don't count on any skiing until anything with any decency until even, third week of December.
But I concur with you on that note. But, the Foxes could open up at any second. We could start getting dumped on, and we've seen it before, But right now, we've had one of the best fall early winters for a long time.
So for like intermediates, they'll go off, they'll ski. They can ski pretty much anywhere on the mountain, and it's pretty easy because every lift has got the map right on it, right on the bar.
Pretty much.
You can sort of see, well, I'm going up and I can see a blue, I can see a green. And, Breckenridge is sort of known for having the grading system down a little bit. So, things that are marked black at Breckenridge might be like a blue in some other places. But
could be,
Yeah. Well, and then there's some of the double blacks and stuff like that. And we'll get to those in a minute.
Okay.